Hello, welcome back. Part 2 of the video on knapsack, and we discuss the commonly asked questions in your universities. So this is where we left part 1, that is we completed the algo of fractional knapsack. Now if we visit the questions quickly, most of the questions will be repeated in nature. Particularly some questions which we will discuss. The first problem is state the 01 knapsack problem. We have discussed that in the part 1 of this video. Please check that what is 01 knapsack problem. You can just write it down without even worrying about all this literature here. You can write it in your own words. But then be careful that you will have to at least write this. That is 01 says that I'm going to select the item or I'm not going to select the item. Right? If you want, you can give the mathematical formulation depending on the marks. Otherwise, you can just give an example of 01 knapsack. I have already cited that example here. If you remember those examples, then you can cite those examples, or you'll have to carve out your own examples. This is where I have cited the examples of 01 knapsack. Right? If you want, you can use these examples, or you can actually create your own examples for this particular problem. And that's typically how you will write this state 01 knapsack problem. What else can you write? You can write the definition, you can write some mathematics, then you can write an example, and then if you want, you can write some key characteristics. If you don't want, don't write it depending on the marks. Then we have this solve the following knapsack problems. This is going to be with the DP method, because you will search for these keywords: fractional or greedy. If these two keywords are there, then always do fractional knapsack method of solving. If these two keywords are there, always do fractional knapsack, else you will do DP. Right? I hope that makes it clear. There is nothing here in this question which says fractional. There is nothing here in this question which says greedy. Therefore, I will do this in the DP style. In the DP style, I'll not go through details of this. I will sort the items by weight. I'll create this DP table. DP table I have explained to you. Same way you will do it. Same way you will find the max. This is the max formula. I have explained this max formula also in the previous lecture. Right? Same way you will do that, and you will get this ultimate profit as 25. Right? And 25 will come from just a single item here, which is going to be the first item. Because if you see, if we talk about 25, the moment we get 25, we move up, right? And immediately when we move up, we get a different item. When we get a different item, we select this. If we select this, then what is the profit that we are getting? We are getting 25. What is the profit left in order to select some more items? 0, right? That means we will not select any more items. And that's where the output will be going to have, the solution vector is going to have 1, 0, 0. Selected item will be 1, total weight will be 18, maximum profit will be 25. So that's how that problem gets solved. Here if you see this, find the optimal solution using greedy. I told you greedy and fractional. If it is there, then use the fractional knapsack method. This has come so many times, right? And it's very simple again. You will again create this table that I taught you, right? We will do this ordering of items in the order of their value to weight ratio. It's given value, not price, so be careful, don't call it as price. VW ratio, right? And then this is the order in descending order, and that's why the order of the items gets changed. But when you report it always from I1 to I5. And then because this is the order, you will take this weight, completely. So you have taken the two weights. How much weight were you allowed? You were allowed 100 kg. Right? And then how did you reach 100? Did you reach 100 by the second weight itself? Yes, you have reached 100 by the second weight itself. You took the first item 55 kgs, and then you took 45 kgs completely, and therefore you reached 100. You will stop here. Your total is 90 as the profit. So you have taken I5 and I4, therefore you are putting 1 here, and your total is going to be 90 with total weight of 100. This is your solution vector. I5 and I4 will be your selected items. Next, give the weight factor or find at least 3 feasible solutions. Now knapsack will not give you the conventional methods of solving knapsack will not give you feasible solutions, 3 feasible solutions, 5 feasible solutions. It will only give you 1 solution. The other solutions it will not give you. So you'll have to do a feasible solution check in terms of what are the feasible solutions which you will not got. Feasible does not mean it has to be optimal. Feasible means you'll have to be within the constraints, right? So that is the feasible solution. So you will say that I'm going to fulfill this. Let's say feasible solution 1 could be that you have 100. So my profit is this. Now I'm going to select the items by I1, I2, I3, that is least order of weights, right? We have done this also in our previous lecture. See that, where we have taught that there can be a situation where you select it in the least order of weights, in the highest order of profit, or in the highest order of profit weight ratio, right? So this is your weight order, which means the weights will be 15, 25, 75. Next weight I will take, it will cross 100. Because my capacity is 100, I will stop here. If I stop here, the profit I get is 30 plus 20, 50 plus 10, which is 60. 60 is the profit that I get. That is one solution, right? The other solution could be that I take 15, 35, 45. I take 15, 35, 45. I'm just trying to play around with possible brute force scenario, right? What is another way? 15, 35, 45. If you want, you can do a profit sort order in the descending order. So you could have selected 55 and that's it, right? In the profit sort order. That is 50 would have come at the top, right? Select 50. What is the weight? 55. How much do you have left? You have left with 45, right? So then you can select this also. That means this is 90 and this is going to be 100. That could be one more solution. Instead I'm saying 15, 35, 45. I can do that as long as this is satisfying the constraints. That's what I told you. It need not be optimal. It has to satisfy the constraints. So this is going to be the solution in that case. If you do an optimal solution, then as I said, you go from the bottom, right? You will see that you can actually consume 100 kg with 90 as the profit. That will be the best solution, and that is the third solution. So in trial and error manner, you'll have to create 3 solutions, and if they ask you for optimal solution, then you have to solve it the way we have discussed. So the next one says that find at least 3 possible. See, again it has come with a different set of inputs. Knapsack capacity is 15. So here again, in order to make 15, you have sorted it. This is not sorted actually, but then it doesn't matter because anyway you are doing brute force, right? Brute force, you can do any kind of selections. So if you do a selection, here the selection is I1, I2, I3, I5, I7. I1, I2, I3, I5, I7. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, 4 is not taken, so that's also there. So there is no logic, right? You can actually take any particular combination as long as you are near to that 15, and any further take will not make sense. That is the constraint. Go up, go take any combination, reach towards 15. Next item you take will cross 15, stop there. That is one combination. And then calculate the profit sum, you will get a feasible solution. This is one more feasible solution, this is one more feasible solution. Right? And if they have not asked for an optimal solution, including optimal one, right? So then you'll have to find the optimal solution. An optimal solution cannot be found through greedy. If the problem is simple enough like this, then you can obviously guess the optimal solution. It's a guesswork. But if the problem is complicated like this, you cannot guess what is the optimal solution. You can try it out. If you can guess, fine. Otherwise, use DP and find the optimal solution. Right? So that is the answer to this problem. Then we have find the maximum profit. Get a given set, find the maximum profit allowing fractional items. I told you, right? Search for greedy, search for fractional. And that means we'll have to do this with fractional programming. We'll have to sort it in that descending order. In fact, this is the same sum that I did, right, with all of you in the previous lecture. The same sum that I did, the same sum's output is here. This is another problem which says fractional knapsack. Again, we'll sort it in the descending order of profit per weight, and then we will see that because we have 44, we have reached here. Remaining capacity was 25, right? So we have to take the next item. The next item's weight is 50. I cannot take full 50, right? I can only take 25 out of 50, and that multiplied by 150 will give me the profit earned, and therefore we will get 75 as the total profit the 75 from this particular row, and the total profit will be 75 plus the rest of the rows, which is 176. And in my solution vector, I'll have to put x3 is equal to half here, the way I have taught you in the previous lecture. On this particular thing, find the maximum value output assuming items divisible. In this case, if the items are divisible, then of course we are being saying that fractional is possible. So add this keyword also to your list, items divisible. So let's add this keyword to your list, that whenever you see such things, because they will not say that do fractional, right? They might not say. So then how do you know that you have to do fractional or you have to do DP, right? So that's where add this keyword to your list. What was that? Acha, divisible. So that is also done. Now, yes, now we are saying that, where are we? Okay, let's go down. We have done this, we have done this, we have done this, we have done this, this also done, this also done, I guess. Yeah, this is not done, but it's the same thing. The same thing. I'll not go through this in details. Very simple. In fact, this I have done with that average. Sorry, not that average. The algorithm example is this. So check my previous lecture. The algorithm example is exactly this problem. Again, the same thing, same way you have to do it. What are we here? We are saying here fractional, right? So then again, fractional knapsack. Take it as value ratio descending order. You have 60 as your total count, 55, 35 is left. How much kgs you can take? 40, but you have 35 left. How can you take 40? So therefore you have to take a fraction of this, that is 35 by 40 multiplied by 160. 140 will come as a profit from here, and you know what to write in terms of your solution vector, in terms of your total weight, and in terms of your max profit. Same way, same thing. Now comes some other theoretical questions. It says difference between 01 knapsack and fractional. So this has come in 2009 once. Each item is either completely selected, that means between 0 and 1 the selection will happen, or this will happen between 0 and 1. I mean this discrete 0 and 1 you can select. Here you can select any continuous item in between, which means you can select a fraction. Fraction of an item cannot be taken, fraction of an item can be taken. Greedy method does not always give optimal solution. I have explained this so many times now, right? Check the previous lecture on this particular problem. Usually solved using dynamic programming, that's what I have explained. Usually solved using greedy method, using the fractional knapsack. More complex to solve, you have to do a lot of max mean calculations in dynamic. This is comparatively simpler. As you saw, price weight ratio, unitary method solved. State the general knapsack problem, write the greedy algorithm and derive its time complexity. Again, general knapsack problem, anyway, at the top also there was one question, you can take that. And then it says that write the greedy algorithm. Greedy algorithm we have discussed in the previous lecture. Please check that. The same thing I have given. Time complexity calculation, I have also explained that our time complexity in the previous lecture we have calculated through the algorithm and said that it is going to be big O of or theta of n log n. The fractional problem can be solved using fractional knapsack through greedy, right? So fractional knapsack is through greedy, not through DP, right? So that is the answer to this question. Which type of knapsack cannot be solved using the greedy method? I told you that this question will come in the previous lecture when I was explaining 01 knapsack and said that 01 knapsack using conventional greedy methods will not produce an optimal solution. Which type of knapsack problem cannot be solved using greedy? 01 knapsack. But then fractional knapsack can be solved using greedy. Greedy strategy does not work for the 01 knapsack always, all the time. That's what I have explained in the previous lecture, where I introduced you to a greedy style of solving 01 knapsack. Then I said why the greedy style of solving problems will not produce optimal solution, and I've also given how the optimal solution comes. And that's what this answer is expecting you to do. So give those examples, or this answer is expecting to you can be solved using the greedy algorithm. 01 knapsack problem can be solved using greedy algorithm. Of course not, it cannot be solved. And I have anyways given the answer to this here. You can refer to this, or you can go back and check my first video in terms of the examples that I have given, and you can write those examples, and that will be the answer to this problem. So that's pretty much what comes from this particular series of your interview, sorry, not interview, the questions from your universities. So as you have seen, it's typically around this particular scenario that has come multiple times, right, as early as 2023 also. And if you see here, it's mostly around fractional knapsack. Most of the questions, even this came in 2025, find the maximum value, capacity, etc., output assuming items divisible. That means fractional knapsack has come last year. So fractional knapsack is something that keeps on coming. See, this also has come, fractional knapsack, right? So, but then the DP part doesn't come often, right? But there are chances that the DP part can come in this particular semester, whenever you are watching it, right? But then depending on that, anyways, you have to do both, right? So it's okay to probably do both and understand both. That's all that I had for this. We have discussed the PYQs in terms of their solutions. The solutions will be there in the description of this video, so please feel to refer it. Till the time we meet next, happy learning.